Good morning, children. Are you fine, all of you? Very happy to see you again. Children, you all love your fathers. And as I told last day, nowadays, children are not that much afraid of their fathers. They are having more freedom. And I told you, in our times, it was not so. Fathers were friendly. I also was very friendly towards my father. But a sense of fear was there. Because when we do some mistakes, sometimes fathers may not scold us. But that sense of fear we had. And same is the case with our little girl. Yes, we were listening to the story of the little girl. Okay, the little girl who was very much afraid of her father, loved him, and she looked upon him as a giant because father was very strict. Everything he did in a casual way. Even when he went to office, he gave her a casual kiss. Now, father's birthday has come, and now grandmother has asked her to give a gift for her father, to make a gift for her father, not to buy anything. So, she decided herself to make a gift for him. Yes. What she has decided to give for him is a cushion. She has decided to give him a pink cushion out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. So she has to stitch it. So laboriously, she put much effort. By putting much effort with a double cotton, the little girl stitched 3 sides. Okay, now three sides she has stitched. But what to fill it? Now she has to fill it with something. Then already the cushion will be ready. That was the question. What she has to fill this with? The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper. Now, see, the grandmother was out in the garden and now the little girl, what did she do? Only she alone was there. And she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. So, she has to put something in there, some waste paper or something like that to make the cushion. So, on the bed table in her mother's room, on the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of paper. Some sheets of paper she could find there on the table in her father's and mother's room. Gathered them. She gathered all those papers, tore them into tiny pieces and stuffed her case. Then sewed up the 4th side. Okay, now she stuffed the cushion with these papers and now the 4th side was also ready. Now the cushion was ready. The birthday gift. That night, there was a hue and cry in the house. Now there was a mess over something. Father was very angry. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech. Yes, what was the matter? Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. What has happened? He has prepared a speech and kept it on the table. Now that has not been found. Rooms were searched, all the rooms were searched, servants were questioned because sometimes they must have put it into the dustbin while cleaning the house. Finally, mother came into Kesia's room. Now only Kesia's room was to be searched. Now finally mother came into Kesia's room. Kesia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. Kesia, shall I ask you one thing? Did you see some papers on our table? Oh yes. She was very honest. because she did not know the seriousness of it. Oh yes, I told them up for my surprise. Mama, I had to give my surprise gift for my father. So I only took it and tore it into pieces. Oh, mother was really shocked. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. Okay, now it is you. Now all were questioned. All the servants were questioned. All the rooms were searched. Now you are the culprit. So come down immediately to the dining room. The trial is going on there. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro. Father was walking to and fro impatiently, hands behind his back. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? He asked the child. Did you do that? No. Always she was stuttering and stammering while she talked to her father. Yes, the same thing happened now also. Did you do that? No. She whispered. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damn thing. Go to her room and bring it down. The damn thing. What's the damn thing? Yes, the surprise. Her surprise gift for her father. See that the child is put to bed this instant. Must not give her anything. This is a punishment for her. Crying too much to explain. She had to say something, but she could not. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room, watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. And now, mother also could not do anything. She has to obey the orders of her husband. Otherwise, he would get angry. Then, father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. Again, yes, he is very angry. So, now he came with a ruler. What for? To beat the child. I am going to beat you. Only after telling he has done it. I am going to beat you for this. Oh, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes, the poor one. He pulled them aside. What a cruel man he is. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hands. Sit up and hold out your hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. See, what is this punishment for? Again, from here onwards, this is a lesson. This should be a lesson for you. What? You must not touch others' things. What does not belong to you. But it was for your birthday. She could not, words were not coming out. It was for your birthday, father. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. Down came the ruler on her pink palms. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl, now grandmother was there to console her. Afterwards, after getting the beating and all, grandmother wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair. Grandmother was rocking her in a rocking chair. The child clung to her soft body. She was very sad. She could not give that gift, and not only that, she got scolding also. Now, she thought of herself. What did God make fathers for? She thought. What did God make these fathers? So, if we were in the place of this little girl, we also would have thought so. The same thing she also. What does God, why gods have made these fathers? What for? Here's a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose, grandmother told. Go to sleep, pet. You will forget all about it. After a sleep, you will forget what all things happened today. In the morning, I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. He cannot, because he is very angry, so we cannot say anything to him today. Tomorrow we shall explain the matter to him. But the child never forgot. Grandmother told that after a good sleep, she will forget it the next day. But the child did not forget this. How can the child forget this? They had Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back. Because, yes, Now also she had in her mind the beating. So as soon as she saw her father, what did she do? She saw him, she quickly put both hands quickly behind her back and a red color flew into her cheeks. She was very much afraid. Yes. Now, the McDonald's. Now, we are speaking about the neighbor's house, the little girl's neighbor's house. Okay. The McDonald's lived next door. They had 5 children. See, who was the neighbor? McDonald's. And now he had 5 children. Looking through a gap, the little girl would look through the gap, and she was the only child. The little girl was the only child, and she had none to play with her. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. Now she would always peep through the gap. What those 5 children were doing, what they were playing and all. See, we feel pity towards the girl. The McDonald's lived next door. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. The father also was along with them. The father with the baby, Mavo on his shoulders, 2 little girls hanging onto his coat pockets, ran round and round the flower beds, shaking with laughter. See, now that was the, condition of the McDonald's family. See, when little girl compared herself with those 5 children, what she would think of her? What a fate she is having. She thought of, this little girl thought of herself like that. And their father was playing with them and they were really merrymaking. Once she saw the boys turn the horse on him when they were watering the plants. And he tried to catch them laughing all the time. And he did not punish them. He did not beat them. Then she decided. Earlier she thought that why this gods have made fathers for. But now she came to a decision. What is it? Then she decided there were different sorts of fathers. All the fathers are not alike. There are different kinds of fathers. Here the father is very strict. But what about the McDonald's? He is very lenient, very playful. Suddenly, one day, mother became ill. Now, what happened to her mother one day? She became ill. And she and grandmother went to hospital. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice the cook. Now, the little girl was left alone in the house because grandmother and mother went to the hospital because mother became ill. That was all right in the daytime. In the daytime, the cook also, the servant also was also there with her in the daytime. But while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly. That was all right in the daytime, but when Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. What I will do if I have a nightmare? Suddenly, because children always, they are very much afraid of nightmares. They will dream in the night. Now, what will I do if I have a nightmare? Because mother is not there, grandmother is not there to console me. Then who is there? Yes, father is there. She asked, I often have nightmares and then granny takes me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark. See, I am very afraid of darkness, very much afraid of darkness. Then what will I do? It all gets whispering. You just go to sleep, child, said Alice, pulling off her socks, and don't you scream and wake your poor pa. And Alice told that, yes, you must not disturb your father because after coming from the office, he is very tired. The servant told. But the same old nightmare came. Yes, the same old little girl always had the same nightmare. What is it? The butcher with a knife and rope. What was the nightmare she had in all the nights? Yes, a butcher appearing with a knife and rope, who came nearer and nearer. That night also, she had the same nightmare. The butcher with a knife was approaching near, coming near. Smiling that dreadful smile, while she could not move because she was very much afraid. Could only stand still, crying out, "Grandma, Grandma." She was crying loudly in her sleep. "Grandma, Grandma." She woke shivering to see father beside her bed. The nightmare has come true. Yes, who was standing there near her bed? Father. A candle in his hand. Is the butcher the father? She thought so. "What's the matter?" he asked. "Oh, a butcher, a knife. I want Granny, I want Granny." He blew out the candle. Father blew out the candle. Bent down, what he is going to do, and caught up the child in his arms. He took the little girl in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. Now he has taken the child to his bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. Father was reading the newspaper. He put away the paper, then carefully tucked up the child. He lay down beside her. Father lay down beside her. Half asleep still with the butcher's smile all about, it seemed. See, now she was half asleep. And now still, who was there? Yes, the butcher was standing there. Still with the butcher's smile all about. She could hear the smile of the butcher. About her, it seemed, she crept close to him. So, the little girl crept close to her father to save herself from the butcher. Snuggled her head under his arms, held tightly to his shirt. Now the little girl was clinging tightly to his shirt. Then the dark did not matter. For the first time in her life, she was experiencing that comfort, that security from her father. Then the dark did not matter. When she was clinging herself to her father, dark did not matter to her. Now she appeared to be very bold now. She was not at all afraid of the butcher. Then the dark did not matter, she lay still. "Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm." See, what did the father say? See how caring he is now? We can't believe. "Here, rub your feet against my legs. You do one thing, just to keep away from cold. Now what you have to do? You have to just rub your feet against my legs and get them warm. Then you will feel yourself warm." Tired out, he slept before the little girl. Father was also feeling very tired, so he also fell asleep. Now both the father and little girl had a good sleep. They were clinging to each other. They were hugging each other. The hug of love and care. A funny feeling came over her. The mischievous girl, for the first time, otherwise she used to look upon her father as a giant. Now a funny feeling, came over her. Poor father, not so big. Otherwise, I would have felt him as a giant. No, when I lie close to him, he is not that much big. After all, poor father was not so big after all than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. Now his hands are not very hard, but there is a bit of nice hardness. And every day he had to work and was too tired to be Mr. MacDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writing. She stirred suddenly and sighed. What's the matter? Now, she had torn up all his beautiful writing. Yes, now much effort he had taken to prepare a speech for the Port Authority. All those things she had torn up in a minute. Now she felt sorry for herself. She stirred suddenly and sighed. What's the matter? Asked her father. Another dream? Now what is it? You have another dream. Oh, said the little girl. Yes, I have another dream. Now she is not at all afraid of her father. Now he is not looking like a giant to her. My head's on your heart. Yes, what's the dream? My head is on your heart. I can hear it going. I can hear the sound. What a big heart you have got, father dear. Yes, now she is making fun of him. What a big heart you have, my dear father. Yes, by this, the child, the little girl and the father have become very much attached. That is the love. We thought the father was very cruel, but actually that is not so. He had some inhibitions and all to express his love, but actually he was a very lovable father. Okay, children. So hope that you all have enjoyed this and you share this story to your father. So thank you dears for listening to me. So we shall meet soon with a new story. Till then, goodbye.